Hello everyone, welcome to .NET Technical. This is the continuing part of Top 30 ASP.NET Core Interview Questions and Answer Series. So let's get it started. The first one, explain the middleware in ASP.NET Core. Middleware is nothing but it is piece of code that handle each HTTP request and response. Middleware is used for a specific purpose. For example, one middleware is used for authentication and authorization, and another middleware is used for error handling, and another middleware is used for static files such as JavaScript files, CSS files, or images, etc. Middleware can be built in as part of .NET Core framework or can be custom middleware. Middleware components are configured as a part of the application startup class in the configure method. Configure method set up a request processing pipeline for an ASP.NET Core application. Middleware is piece of code that handle the request and response of the application. Middleware is software component which executed on every request in the ASP.NET Core application. Middleware is software which injected to the application pipeline to handle request and response of the application. Middleware is similar to HTTP handler and HTTP module with old ASP.NET application or ASP.NET MVC application. In application, there will be multiple middleware. It can be either framework provided middleware via NuGet or custom middleware. Each middleware component can decide whether to pass the request to the next component and to perform any operation before or after component in the pipeline. Middleware is available in configure method in the startup class. Next one, what is request delegate and terminal middleware? Request delegate. Request delegate handle each HTTP request and are used to build request pipeline. It can configure using run, map, and use extension method. An individual delegate can be specified a inline as an anonymous method called inline middleware or a reusable class. These classes or inline method are called middleware component. Terminal middleware. In a configure method, middleware component can decide to not call the next of the middleware in the pipeline. This is called short-circuiting. When a middleware is short-circuits means not call the next method. It is called terminal middleware because it prevents further middleware from processing the request. Short-circuiting is often desirable because it avoids unnecessary work. For example, if the request is for a static file like an images, CSS file, JavaScript file, etc., these static file middleware can handle and serve that request and then short circuit for the rest of the pipeline. Here is the block diagram of the request delegate. Here, request is processed from the one middleware and call the next method, and it is passed to the middleware 2, and middleware 2 use next middleware, and it is also passed the middleware 3, and after that they return the response. Here is the block diagram of terminal middleware. There is a request for the middleware 1 and call the next method for the middleware 2. But in the middleware 2, we cannot call the next method, then it is not passed to the middleware 3. Then it returns from the middleware 2 and return the response. The next one, what are the difference between IApplicationBuilder.Use and IApplicationBuilder.Run in ASP.NET Core? We can use both the method in configure method of startup class. Both are used to add middleware delegate to the application request pipeline. A middleware add using IApplicationBuilder.Use may call the next middleware in the pipeline, whereas the middleware add using IApplicationBuilder.Run method never call the subsequent or next middleware. IApplicationBuilder.Use to create a simple middleware which can be chained to other function over the pipeline, takes two parameter, request delegate and HTTP constant. It is chained by calling the next method on the request delegate. IApplicationBuilder.Run just like as the short circuit. The request pipeline for a given condition takes a single argument of the HTTP constant and can be used to write on the response. Next one, what is www.root folder in ASP.NET Core or a static file in ASP.NET Core? www.root folder is used for store the static files in ASP.NET Core application, such as CSS files, JavaScript files, HTML, images, etc. www.root folder is available in the root level of the application. To use static file, find below method in configure method. app.use default files and app.use static files. If you are not used above method, then you cannot access static files, and we can change the folder name of the www.root also, or we can store static file in other folder apart from the www.root folder. Next one, what is the developer exception page? Developer exception page middleware provides developer-friendly error message when an exception is thrown in the application. Basically, developer exception page is used for the developer, not for the user. This information helps you to trace the error that occur when the application is running in the development environment. We use the use developer exception extension method to the render exception during the development mode. Here is the blue code of the developer exception page in the configure method. There is a condition if environment.isDevelopment, then call app.useDeveloperExceptionPage, else app.useExceptionHandler throw it to the error page. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more upcoming videos, and do comment on my videos if you have any questions and suggestions. Thanks for watching.